the desire to grow. Welcome to the show. Podcast link in the description or the bio above. Started as a sales associate. I guess
Yeah.
more talking about the industry now though, but what keeps you kind of motivated in a high stress environment like direct to consumer sales? Because I feel like it's always hard in that kind of industry when someone has to buy something, especially direct to consumer with so much different personalities. So how do you stay motivated and how do you keep your team motivated too?
Yeah, for sure. Being in the dealership business is so much competition, right? I know in Ontario, like there's a dealership every corner of a street probably. In Winnipeg, there's so many different brands you can choose from, right? Like BMW, Mercedes, Audi. There's so many different avenues people can choose, and that for sure creates a high stress environment because you're pushing your sales guys that you have to make sure that customer buys a car from you today,
Yeah.
or the chance of them, buying somewhere else is very high. There's a stat actually that the average customer visits 1.2 dealerships before they make a purchase,
Mm-hmm.
which means that if they don't buy from your dealership, they're buying from the second dealership,
Yeah.
right? 1.2, it's less than two, right? That average. So becoming in terms of that kind of world where people are ready to make a purchase right away, you have to be equipped for that, right? And it is stressful because if you as a salesperson or the sales team that I have isn't doing a good enough job of figuring out what's the right vehicle for the customer, like a needs analysis and
Yeah.
showing them the product properly and making them fall in love with the, not just the car, but the dealership as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
then you lost that business,
Yeah.
right? So it's definitely every single day is a grind. Every single day, you can't look at yesterday's sales. You have to look at what's today, what's tomorrow, what's your pipeline look like. You can't dwell on your successes or your failures. It's always a brand new day and you have to keep going at it. So, I mean, of course, you reward successes and you reward achievements, but you have to be in a mindset that, like, once the month is over, it's a brand new month.
Mm-hmm.
There's new targets. Every month, the targets change. Every month, you have to hit the targets.
Yeah.
And we're a part of a publicly traded company, so they expect a lot from us because if the dealerships are not succeeding, then we're failing the market and our stock value goes down. So I guess there's stress in different areas, but you just deal with it. Like I said, there's a rush and there's a grind that you get from getting every single car sale and making people feel happy with the product that they purchase.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps you going in the end of the day.
Yeah, no, I think it all comes back. I like how you said like it's a day-to-day thing. Like you can't be focusing on the past, right? Focus on the present, right? Be ready for the tomorrow and keep
Yeah.
that mindset, right? Because if you have a bad day one day, you're gonna dwell on that bad day. That's gonna affect your current day now, right? So if you keep dwelling on your bad days, it's gonna affect your performance. So I think it's true, like living in the moment is so important. Thank you for making it all the way to the end. The full podcast episode is now available on Spotify, Google, and other platforms. The link will be in the description. If you like what you hear and are interested in hearing the full episode, be sure to check it out. You can also show your support by subscribing to the channel, liking, and commenting.